If you go into a doctor's office, for instance, you go into a doctor's office to get your blood pressure, very well established. Just the act of going into the doctor's office elevates your blood pressure. Well, that's expectancy. In this case, negative. You go to a doctor's office because you have an infection. Your expectancy is your doctor is going to give you a medicine that's going to help your infection. So real world effects of medicines are enhanced by the expectancy of you going to an expert and the act of you trying to take charge of your health by doing something about it. So the overlaying and coefficient enhancement of expectancy to a real medicine is part of the medicine's potency and the therapeutic benefit of that. So when I see these people trying to draw lines between expectancy and real world medical effects, you know, this is not a black and white situation, it's on a spectrum. Moreover, when you take psilocybin at a high dose, let's say 30 to 50 milligrams of psilocybin, the half-life of psilocybin is 2 to 3 hours. So by the next day, you're on a microdose. So why I like microdosing, an increasing narrative is a macrodose therapeutically, followed by microdosing, is that you can re-stimulate the neurological pathways that now you have created for a new view of reality, of your PTSD's resolution. The Johns Hopkins study found that 14 months later, the very act of re-remembering was therapeutically beneficial. Well, re-remembering is rekindling the neurological pathways that led to that memory, and you have a re-experiencing of it. Microdosing also rekindles those pathways, not only for your memory of the experience, but I believe from the activity, neurogenically, of visiting and relivening those pathways so they become more resonantly dominant and becomes now your new, neurological system for dealing with the world. So this is a really exciting area of research. I'm so honored to be a shepherd of this knowledge. I really believe that this is generational knowledge. We're all thought leaders. The ecosystem here, the body intellect of knowledge at this conference, I think is really hopeful. And at the same time, we have to be very careful about marginalization. And marginalization is making these therapies too expensive. When you think about the root causes of so much of our crime, which much of it is racist, much of it is the rich versus the poor, the people who have access to medical system support versus those who do not, that's economic. So it's important if we want to help heal society and to reduce crime that the universality of access of these medicines are made available. Microdosing allows that.